Hello everyone, my name is Gopal Sanjay Kanolkar and today I will be presenting on green buildings. This presentation will be cover the what is the green buildings and its key components and the real life example, some governmental incentives, and in the last I will conclude with the summary of why the green buildings are important for our next future. In next slide, what is green buildings? The green buildings refer to the practice or creating a structure in a way that the responsibility means the environmental responsibility and the resource efficient, and this means carefully planning the design and construction and operation of buildings to reduce the environmental impact on them. In the building green buildings aims to conserve the resource like energy and water, reduce pollution and create a healthier indoor environment for our people's occupants, and they design to reduce the waste, use favor neutral resource which is which is uh, which is available in our nature, and promote sustainability. In other words, green buildings benefits both the environmental and the people who live or work in them. In the next slide, the key we will discuss on the key elements of green buildings. There are several core elements that make the buildings green. Let's go over each one. Uh, in first, the sustainable design means the green buildings incorporate the green building incorporate nature, lights, ventilation, and the sustainable materials. They often have large windows to reduce the need of artificial lights, and they use eco-friendly materials that have a lower impact on the environment. And the second type is the water conservation. The water conservation is also important. This means the buildings are used like rainwater harvesting to collect and reuse that rainwater, and they have efficient pump. And the third one is the energy efficiency, means like solar. Means the green buildings often use the renewable energy like our solar panels to power the building, means to provide the electricity in the buildings. They also have in a energy efficient system and appliances to reduce overall system energy consumption, which help to reduce greenhouse gases emission. And the final is the water reductions. Means the greenhouse buildings aims to reduce their wastage, specifically during the construction phase. In the construction phase the wastage is more, so during the construction phase, by recycling the material and using the resource that can be reused that material. And this approach reduce the amount of waste and end of amount of waste and ends up the landfills. In next slide, the real life examples. When we heard real life examples, in USA, means the settle is the best example of greenhouse buildings, which is known as one of the greenest commercial buildings in the world. In below, here are we some uh, few features. The build center build it center is net zero energy, and net zero energy consumes, meaning produce produce as a it produce as a much energy as consumed by the our solar panels. It is also rain harvesting system is used, and to collect the water and reduce the need for external sources. Another unique feature it is means it is composite toilets, which is reduce the water wastage uses and the limit limit of sewage outputs. Additionally, we say the building uses materials that are sustainability a resource, means making it both eco-friendly and the innovative example for green buildings for practices. It is the best example for our greenhouse, a real life example. And in next slide. Uh, the governmental subsidies and taxes and incentives. Many governmental offer incentives to encourage the green building practices, because for our country, they mainly focus on developing a greenhouse. We can say the our main focus into means improve the market of our EV vehicles. With the governmental focus on that, so many governmental offer incentives to encourage the green building practices. In the incentives can conclude tax breaks, subsidies, or grant, which is make it is easier or develop to adopt the green practices. We also see the green buildings means on the vehicles, the governmental taxes are very less as compared to the petrol or other vehicles. And for example, in the US, the green efficient commercial buildings deduct the offer taxes, deduct for energy saving commercial buildings. So in India, we know the Griha ratings for system encourage the green buildings by producing the financial supports, as we say earlier on e-vehicles, recognition to project that meet the specifically sustainability criterias. These incentives reduce the cost of implementation uh, im- reduce the implementation cost of green buildings practices, making it is more attractive and for developer and property owner to build sustainability. From the rural areas, in we see the governmental provide to the farmer means solar panels. In They provide a free solar panel which farmers are interested to set up in their farm, and it is so less costly to the farmer. In the last slide, we conclude that the green buildings are an important to step toward the more sustainable futures. They reduce the environmental impact and conserve resource, and creating a healthier and more efficient space for peoples. uh, it means when we means on our buildings we put some solar panels. These solar panel means in our world maximum use of solar rays radiation not used. It provide a many electricity, but so we not use that electricity. So we we in the future we use all the solar energy and reduce our normal electricity to reduce our environmental impacts. By supporting for our green buildings, we can help to promote cleaner and more sustainable environments. uh, I will also say some additional real life example like net zero energy buildings. We know the in from the Infosys in Hyderabad campus has building that operate net zero energy principles, meaning my means they generate as much energy they consume. The campus use solar panels extensively, which harness renewable energy. And next one is the water conservation. In the in campus, the employee rainwater harvesting system is used to collect and store the rainwater, which is which is then used through the facility. They also use the water recycling systems, and they treat water wastewater, use wastewater, you reuse that. Then in that also energy efficiency. Infosys has implement high performance glass efficient heating, ventilation, and air condition systems, and the LED lights to optimize the green energy consumption. And water he also waste management. In the Infosys Hyderabad campus has effectively waste management practices such as composite organic waste and recycling materials. This minimize the landfill construction and promote sustainable waste practices. At the last, thank you for everyone to attention, and I hope this presentation has provided useful insight into the valuable of energy green buildings practices. Thank you.